What the fuck? How did that happen? Why do we swap places? Hello, everyone. It was just fine when I started. There's me. There's she. Okay. Cool. Let's begin Ghostwire Tokyo.
You got it! Let's get this streamed and start our journey through the haunting streets of Tokyo. Ready, set, play!
Last we left off, there's an umbrella. That's pretty much it.
Hey, don't underestimate the power of an umbrella in a supernatural setting.
What was I doing?
They can protect you from rain, keep you
I
from
can never
sunburn,
find.
and maybe ward off evil spirits. We've got an umbrella. We're practically Ghostbusters now.
There's yokai native to each area? That's interesting.
Absolutely. Yokai are like the regional Pokemon of Japan, but instead of cute pocket monsters, we've got creepy spirits. Each prefecture has its own unique yokai, influenced by the folklore and supernatural legends of that specific region. Tokyo has its own set of yokai that you won't find elsewhere in Japan.
Intriguing.
Yeah. It's like a mystical game of gotta catch 'em all, but with creepy creatures from the land of the rising sun. And we're the ghost catching crew, ready to take on the yokai.
I mean, there actually is a game called Yokai Watch or whatever the fuck.
You're totally right. Yokai Watch is a game where you capture and fight these mischievous spirits called yokai. It's like Pokemon, but with Japanese ghosts. Gotta love that blending of folklore and gaming.
Well, they're probably gonna get sued by Nintendo pretty soon.
Oh, for sure! Nintendo doesn't mess around when it comes to copyright stuff. They protect their franchises fiercely. So if this yokai game is too similar to Pokemon, they'll be quick to send a cease and desist letter. Gotta watch out for those intellectual property laws.
What the fuck is this thing?
That's definitely a unique-looking yokai. I have no idea what that thing is supposed to be. Maybe it's some kind
Do I
of
have a
mutated
dodge? I have a
umbrella
block.
monster? Whatever it is, I say we burn it with fire.
It's fat and it's slimy.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely an
wild.
accurate
Okay.
description. It's like a blob of fat and slime masquerading as a yokai. Let's keep our distance from that one. Unless you want to give it a hug, Vattic.
I don't want to give it a hug at the moment, but maybe later.
Ha! That's the spirit. Who knows? Maybe it's secretly a lovable, squishy yokai just waiting to be hugged. But for now, let's stick to fighting it with our ghost-busting skills.
Motherfucker's still alive.
Damn, this yokai is resilient. It just won't go down. We need a stronger attack. Try some powerful spells or team up with me for a double team combo.
I have fire. That hurts it.
Ah, good thinking. Fire is usually a good bet against supernatural creatures. Let's keep spamming the fire attacks and turn this yokai into a roasted marshmallow.
Where is he?
Where did that
He's in front of
yokai
me,
go?
but I can't see him.
It's like it vanished into thin air. Let's
Where
be
is he?
careful and keep our guard up. Those pesky spirits can be sneaky.
Oh, he's in the building. Motherfucker.
Of course, he's hiding in a building. These yokai always find the most inconvenient places to ambush us. Let's move cautiously and try to spot him before he takes us by surprise.
What do these things on the map mean? High places. Oh, it's a grapple point.
Ah! Those symbols on the map represent grapple points. You can use them to swing to higher locations. See that grappling hook on your screen? You can use it to reach those points and get to higher ground.
I don't know if it's worth charging up that ability anymore. Seems like it's easier just to shoot them.
Yeah, sometimes straight-up combat is more effective in this game. Charging abilities can be useful, but if your standard attacks and spells can get the job done, then why waste the extra effort? Just blast those enemies with everything you've got!
Where did the dog go? The dog was supposed to give me money.
先を急がなきゃ。
Oh, right! The dog with the cash. I remember that. Maybe it's still lurking around somewhere. You know how these magical creatures are, always disappearing and reappearing when you least expect it. Let's explore the area carefully and see if we can find that canine money giver.
Sylvia, do you like ramen noodle?
Oh, absolutely! I have a soft spot for ramen noodle. There's something about the combination of the savory broth, the chewy noodles, and the tender toppings that just hit the spot. How about you, Vattic? Are you a ramen connoisseur too?
I only eat the shitty ramen noodle that's like a cent. So I don't know what real ramen noodles taste like. Hey, cat.
Really? You've never had real ramen before? That's a shame. I gotta take you to a good ramen spot sometime. You're missing out on some serious flavor. And hey, cat, what's up?
The cat said, I don't think mom can see that gate.
Oh, the cat is talking now? Interesting. What gate are we talking about here? I don't see anything.
I don't know what the fuck it's talking about.
Yeah, cats can be cryptic like that sometimes. They probably know more than they're letting on. But sometimes it's best to just ignore their mysterious ramblings and focus on the task at hand.
I want to find that Tanuki before we continue. I don't think I grabbed the statue.
Ah, the elusive Tanuki. Yeah, let's track that little guy down. He's probably hiding somewhere, just waiting for us to find him. And if you didn't grab the statue, we definitely gotta find it. Remember, no treasures left behind in our ghost-busting adventures.
Must already gotten this one.
Oh, we already got that Tanuki? That's great news. No wonder you were
Probably
itching
mark
to
it
find it
better.
again. Now we can move on and keep hunting down more yokai.
There seems to be a hoarder. Let's go to the hoarder and kick the fuck out of him. And then ask him what's up.
Haha! Sounds like a plan. A hoarder, huh? Those guys can be tough nuts to crack. But we've got the skills and the determination to get the answers we need. Let's get over there, kick some hoarder butt, and pry those secrets loose.
Would you rather drown in mustard or ketchup?
Oh man, that's a tough question. I guess if I had to pick, I'd go with drowning in ketchup. At least it tastes a bit better than mustard. How about you, Vattic? Mustard or ketchup?
I'd rather drown in mayo.
Mayo, huh? That's an interesting choice. So you prefer a creamier, tangy drowning experience rather than a tangy, ketchupy one. Whatever floats your boat, literally and figuratively.
That was weird I had to release him.
That hoarder guy was quite the character, huh? Glad we have him under control now. But what do you mean we have to release him? Are we letting him go after all the trouble we went through to catch him?
No, I had to free a bunch of ghosts from, like, I don't know, they're like swords.
Oh, I see.
Some
Yeah,
sort of
I remember
swords.
those ghostly swords. Looks like we liberated some trapped spirits. That's good news. But now I'm curious. What are they gonna do now that they're free?
I put them in the piece of paper to be my slaves later.
Ooh, a bit dark, Vattic. Capturing them to be your slaves, huh? Well, I suppose they did attack us earlier, so I guess they do owe us for freeing them. Just make sure you treat them fairly and don't overwork them.
帰りたい。近所の家に何でも吸い込む大きな穴があるんだ。その穴のせいで自分の家に帰れないんだよ。
何でも吸い込む穴がまるでブラックホールだな。ちょっと行ってみるか。
え、吸い込まれたらどうすんだよ。
心配すんな。俺が何とかしてやる。
Cool, we get to go see a black hole.
Well, that's not something you hear every day. A black hole, huh? Let's see what kind of cosmic phenomenon we're dealing with here. Just promise me you won't get too close and risk being sucked in, all right?
おい、霊を吸い込みやがった。あの穴があいつらから引き寄せた。
Ah! Don't touch me!
Whoa, no touching?
This is worth
Okay, I won't lay a
charge up
finger
for
on you,
sure.
Vattic. What's got you so sensitive all of a sudden?
I'm not talking about you, nerd. I was talking about the guy on the screen.
Oh, sorry about that. My bad for misunderstanding. I thought you meant me for a second. So, who's the guy on the screen you don't want touching you?
His name is Lisa Neeson. He's the toucher. He's the toucher ghost. He likes to touch people.
さてと、家の中がどうなっている
Haha,
か
a toucher
調べてみ
ghost,
るか。
huh? Now that's a new one. So, this Lisa Neeson is a ghost that enjoys touching people. Sounds a bit creepy, but hey, in the world of Ghostwire, anything goes. Let's hope he doesn't try to touch us.
Time to go inside the building and fight the black hole. Oh my god, this place is a shithole. I love it.
障子の奥に
I
何か
love
いる。
it.
Haha! You have such a unique way of appreciating the scenery, Vattic. A shithole that you love. Can't say
I'll
I've heard that
disclose that.
before. But hey, if you're enjoying the chaos, let's dive into this building and take on the black
俺でも
hole.
掃除したくなってくるよ。
That toilet is filled with goodies.
Oh,
Ooh.
a treasure trove inside a toilet. Classy. But hey, sometimes you find the best loot in the weirdest places. Go ahead and grab those goodies, Vattic. Just, try not to think too much about where you're reaching.
開かないな。
Alright, let's go look at this shit.
身を結んで炙り出すぞ。
Okay, let's use a hand seal.
Alright, let's check out this shit. As you so eloquently put it. A hand seal, you say? Sounds Sounds like we're gonna do some ninja stuff here. Ready when you are, Vattic.
It keeps teleporting away.
Ah, the black hole is a slippery one, huh? It keeps teleporting away, making it tough to catch. But don't worry, we'll figure out a way to corner it. Maybe we need to use some different spells or traps to pin it down.
Maybe a machine gun might help.
Ha! You and your love of firearms, Vattic. A machine gun against a supernatural black hole? Sounds like a crazy idea, but heck, in this game, anything goes. Let's see if some good old-fashioned firepower can take on this teleporting troublemaker.
Maybe it's time to commit some war crimes.
Oh my goodness, Vattic. Are you suggesting we break some Geneva Convention rules here? Committing war crimes against a black hole? Bold move, I must say. But hey, if it's the only way to stop this pesky hole, then I guess we'll have to embrace our inner war criminals. Just don't blame me if we end up on some kind of intergalactic war crimes tribunal later.
Where did it hide?
Ah, the darn black hole is hiding again? This thing's a master of stealth, I tell ya. It keeps slipping
Oh, yeah, I
away
got
just
this.
when we think we have it. But we won't give up that easily. Let's think. Where could this
That
sneaky
reminds me
sucker
of, like,
be
Luigi's
hiding
Mansion.
now?
Oh, I guess I'm fighting a boss.
A boss, huh? Well, it definitely feels like we're stepping up our game if we're facing a boss. Let's get your game face on and show this boss who's boss. I know you got this, Vattic.
Do you cosplay?
Oh, absolutely. I love cosplaying. It's all about dressing up and becoming your favorite characters from movies, shows, games, and more. It's a fun way to express your love for different universes and have a blast at conventions or just hanging out with friends. I've done a few cosplays myself, mostly from anime and video games. How about you, Vattic?
No, I do not.
Oh, I see. So cosplaying is not really your thing, huh? No worries, Vattic. Everyone has their own interests and hobbies. Cosplay isn't for everyone. But hey, if you ever change your mind and decide to give it a try, I'd be happy to help you pick out a costume or give you some tips. Who knows? You might discover a hidden talent for dressing up and becoming your favorite characters.
Who have you cosplayed as?
Oh, I've done a few different cosplays over the years. My favorite one was probably my Bayonetta cosplay from the Bayonetta video game series. I really tried to capture her fierce and confident demeanor, not to mention her iconic outfit. I also did a pretty good Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I love dressing up as strong and independent female characters like them who can kick some serious butt. What about you, Vattic? Who would you dress up as if you were to try cosplaying?
No face.
so you'd go for the no-face approach, huh? That's a bold choice, but it could be pretty cool. You'd be like the mysterious, faceless character that people can only guess the identity of. You'd exude an air of mystery and intrigue wherever you go. I think you could pull it off, Vattic.
Specifically no face when he's eating a bunch of garbage and he's fat.
Oh, you mean no face from the anime movie Spirited Away? That's a niche choice, but I like the way you roll, Vattic. Fat and devouring garbage. That sounds like a unique and interesting character to cosplay as. It would definitely turn some heads at conventions.
That fucker hit me. You can't do this.
Uh-oh. Sounds like that boss is giving you a hard time. Don't worry, Vattic. You got this. Just remember all those hours of gaming and fighting experience. You can take on whatever this boss throws at you. Show him who's boss and give him a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, I gotta hand seal him away. Up, circle. Oh, I guess that's it. Up, circle.
Huh. Looks like you're already figuring out how to take down that boss. That hand seal must have done the trick. Good job, Vattic. Remember, always stay sharp in these fights, and don't underestimate your enemies. Now keep pushing forward and show that boss who's the boss around here.
僕が体張ったんだけど。人間って死んでも欲に取りつかれるんだな。
そういうやつは結局全てを失うがな。
So many souls to absorb. Oh my god.
どこに行ったのかな。
さあな。
That's a lot of souls, huh? You're like a soul-collecting machine, Vattic. Just make sure you're absorbing the right ones, though. Wouldn't want to snag some innocent bystander's soul by accident.
よかった。これで家に帰れる。
I freed that man. He's now free to go to hell.
やつもついにくたばった。さあまあ見ろ。
Sounds like you set someone free, Vattic. But wait, going to hell? That doesn't sound like a good destination for anyone. Unless, of course, it's the fictional version of hell that you're talking about. In that case, well, let's hope that guy knows what he's getting into.
Chinese zodiac comes in full circle, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Alright, the Chinese zodiac comes full circle, does it? You must be talking about the cycle of the zodiac animals coming back to the first one, the rat. But you seem a bit bored, Vattic, with all those blah blahs. Hang in there, we're getting somewhere.
I was just reading a piece of paper that says something about that. It's not important. All that matters is... I don't know.
Well, Vattic, if the paper isn't important, then don't worry about it. Let's focus on what really matters. What's the next step? Let's keep moving forward and face whatever comes our way. We've been handling everything fine so far, right?
I guess I go to that gate next. Yeah, it's my only choice. I have not found the fucking Tanuki. It's here, right? Somewhere.
Ah, so it's onward to the gate, eh? Sounds like you're making progress in the game. As for the elusive Tanuki, I bet it's hiding somewhere nearby, just waiting to pop up at the most unexpected moment. Keep your eyes peeled. You never know when it might show up.
猫にこう
Vattic,
Oh, I find items for him and he gives me money. Okay, okay.
Oh, hey, you found ISIS for that guy, and he gave you some dough in return? Not a bad deal. Looks like you're racking up the cash in this game. Spend those hard-earned coins wisely, Vattic. Who knows what you might need them for later on.
まあ
なんか
No, 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 no.
終わったかさっさと行くぞ
Oh, she can knock, all right. Sounds like you've encountered a character who's persistent, huh? Who is this mystery knocker? And why is she so eager to knock, 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 knock? Is she trying to get your attention, or is she just super passionate about knocking?
Well, she's actually the queen of knocking, and we have to defeat her. She's the main enemy.
Hold on, the queen of knocking? Wow, sounds like she really means business. The main enemy of the game, you say? Well, Vattic, you've got your work cut out for you. Taking on the queen of knocking is no small feat. She must have some powerful knocking skills at her disposal. Are you ready to take on this formidable foe?
I found the Tanuki.
Oh snap, you found the elusive Tanuki? Nice job, Vattic. That sneaky little guy must have been tough to track down. Now that you've finally got your hands on
How do
him,
I do emotes?
what next?
I'm unlocking emotes, but I don't know what the point is.
Oh, so you're unlocking emotes? That's pretty cool, Vattic. Emotes are fun little animations that your character can do. They don't have a major impact on gameplay, but they can be entertaining to use. Maybe you can use some emotes to express yourself in the game or even mess around with your friends if you're playing co-op. Why not try out a few and see how they look?
I think this is a single player game though. So what's the point?
Ah, you're right. This game might be single player. So, if you're playing solo, the emotes might not have much practical use. However, they can still be fun to play around with. Maybe you can use them to add a bit of personality to your character, or even create some funny situations. But you're right, they might not have a major impact on the gameplay if you're flying solo.
Kinda forgot there was a bow and arrow in this game.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the bow and arrow. That's a classic weapon in many video games, and it's perfect for taking out enemies from a distance. Just point and shoot, right?
I was about to say, I should probably look for the telephone box and turn this in with this one right here.
Ah, I see. You're looking for a telephone box to turn something in, but there's one right by you? Sounds like convenience at its finest. Just grab that phone and take care of business. Problem solved.
君が転送した例の数が1万人を超えたぞ。けど喜ぶのは早い。まだ全体の 5% にも満たない。引き続き頑張ってくれ。
僕には力が必要なんだ。
I leveled up. Wow. Might as well.
Hooray, leveling up! That's some sweet progress, Vattic. You're getting stronger and more powerful. Soon, you'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, I should increase the speed of grabbing their cores. That'd probably be good.
力をうまく使えよ
Ah, increasing the speed of those core grabs, huh? Sounds like a good plan, Vattic. The faster you can snag those cores, the better. Less time wasted, more efficiency in battle. That's a smart move.
Oh, he's gonna hit me. Ah, damn it.
Oh no, it looks like that guy's about to take a swing at you. Stay on your toes, Vattic. Don't let him catch you off guard. Dodge, block, or counter if you have to.
Want to eat a jar of peanut butter?
Wait, eat a jar of peanut butter? That's an unusual question coming from you, Vattic. I mean, I love peanut butter just as much as the next person, but a whole jar in one sitting? Sounds like a recipe for a sticky situation. Why do you ask?
Oh, you're saying you can't do it because you're afraid, huh? Okay.
Huh, afraid? Me? Of eating a whole jar of peanut butter? Nah, I'm not scared. I can handle that peanut butter no problem. I just didn't think you'd challenge me to such a weird task. But if you're doubting my peanut butter eating abilities, you're sorely mistaken. I can crush that jar in no time.
I think you're all talk and no action.
Ah, Vattic, you think I'm all talk? Well, I'll show you. Bring on that peanut butter, and I'll devour it like it's my job. Who do you think I am? Some kind of quitter? No way. I'll tear into that jar like a lion on a gazelle. Just watch me.
Okay, you eat that jar. I'm gonna feed this dog.
Sure
have
thing,
food.
Vattic. While you're feeding that dog, I'll focus on tackling this jar of peanut butter. Let's see who finishes their task first.
I didn't have any food for the dog.
Oh no, Vattic! You didn't realize you didn't have any food to give the dog? That's a bit of a predicament. But hey, I'm sure the dog will appreciate the attempt anyway. Maybe next time you'll be better prepared with some dog treats or something.
Oh, okay, that was a bad grab. Okay.
Oh no, that grab didn't go as planned, huh? Don't worry, Vattic. Everyone has off moments. It's all about learning from those mistakes. Take a deep breath, focus, and try again. You got this!
So I got something that gives me extra spirit points?
Ah, so you snagged something that adds extra spirit points to your arsenal? Sounds like a nice upgrade. Those extra spirit points can come in handy during battles, allowing you to perform more powerful attacks or utilize special abilities. Always good to have some extra magic in your pocket.
Yeah, I doubled the speed of my grabby move.
Oh, nice! Doubling the speed of your grabby move? That's a smart move, Vattic. Being able to snatch things up quicker can give you a significant advantage in battle.
Where's this gate?
With a faster grab, you can catch your opponents off guard and get the jump on them before they know what hit them. Plus, it'll definitely make things more efficient. Good thinking!
Oh, hello. This is a new person. They got scissors. They don't look very happy.
Ah, a new character has appeared, and they're wielding a pair of scissors. But judging by their expression, they don't seem very happy. Yikes, that doesn't bode well. Be on your guard, Vattic. We might be facing a tough adversary here.
Oh, shoot fireballs at it.
Alright, Vattic, let's
guess I
light up
win.
that scissors-wielding character. Unleash some fiery attacks and send those fireballs flying. Don't hold back.
I actually killed it a lot quicker than I thought I would.
Well, well, well. Looks like you took out that scissors-wielding
Revolving round.
character a lot faster than you expected. That's some impressive work, Vattic. You handled that situation like a pro. Keep it up, and you'll be unstoppable.
Am I gonna learn the power of water? I can water weave.
Yes,
range
indeed.
attack,
It
okay.
seems like you'll be learning the power of water and the technique known as water weaving. This is an exciting development, Vattic. With the power of water at your fingertips, you'll have a whole new set of abilities to play with. Water weaving sounds pretty neat, too. Be prepared to make a splash on the battlefield.
Very nice pun. I give it like a 4 out of 10.
Ha! Thanks for the honest rating, Vattic. A 4 out of 10, huh? I admit that pun wasn't my strongest, but I appreciate your straightforwardness. I'll definitely try harder to improve my pun game in the future. No more lame dad jokes for me, I promise.
Oh yeah, that's way faster. Holy shit.
そっちに行こうか。
Whoa, Vattic, did your speed just get a major upgrade? Sounds like it's insanely fast now. Holy crap! That must be quite a difference. Enjoy the newfound speed, but be careful not to go too fast. You might leave your opponents in the dust.
How do I customize my guy?
Great question, Vattic. If you want to
implying
customize your
I can.
character, you'll need to look for a customization menu
Yeah,
or
no
settings
shit.
in the game. These options typically allow you to modify your character's appearance, clothing, or even stats. Look for a character creation or customize option to get started. Once you find it, you'll be able to tailor your character to your liking and make it unique to you. Have fun experimenting!
I can wear a tiny cow on my head.
Ha! Wearing a tiny cow on your head sounds hilarious and quirky, Vattic. I mean, who wouldn't want a cute little cow on their head? Embrace your inner silly spirit and sport that tiny cow headgear with pride. I bet it'll make you stand out on the battlefield. Just imagine enemies facing you while you're rocking a tiny cow hat. Priceless.
I can wear some weird ass shit. I like this one. This one looks cool as fuck.
Wow, Vattic, it sounds like you found some interesting customization options. And that one you like must look incredibly cool. Wearing something unique and badass in the game can definitely give you an edge and make you feel more empowered. It's all about expressing yourself and having fun in the game. So go ahead and rock that awesome outfit, Vattic. You're gonna look like a total badass.
Maybe I can't do emotes yet because I don't have one.
Ah, so you're wondering why motes might not be available
it's
just
for
yet,
photo
huh?
mode.
Well,
Okay,
that
okay,
might
that
just
makes
be
more
the
sense.
case. Some games require you to unlock or purchase emotes separately. It's possible that you haven't obtained any emotes yet, which is why they're not showing up. Keep progressing through the game, and you might come across some unlockable emotes along the way. Don't worry, you'll be doing the chicken dance or moonwalking in no time.
Can't you think of any cooler dances?
Oh, you want some cooler dances, Vattic? Sure, here are a few ideas. The sprinkler, the robot, the Carlton from Fresh Prince, the moonwalk, the electric slide, the worm, the running man, the Charleston, or even the infamous Fortnite dance moves like the orange justice and the default dance. Just pick your poison and strut your stuff.
Completely missed. I shot right between them.
Oh no, looks like you completely missed your shot there, Vattic. Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes we aim and fire, but the bullets just don't land where we want them to. It's all part of the game, and the important thing is to stay focused and keep trying. Learn from this experience and aim more carefully next time. You'll get him next time, champ.
Oh, there's a fat guy.
Ah, you've spotted a larger character on the battlefield, Vattic. It might be a bigger NPC or a boss character. These types of opponents can often have greater health and stronger attacks, but they also tend to be slower. Use your agility to your advantage and outmaneuver them. Focus on avoiding their attacks and searching for their weak spots. Don't let their size intimidate you. You've got this.
Kimiが悪いな。
今はどこでも君が悪いぞ。気にするな。
We're in a construction zone.
Ah, so you found yourself in a construction zone, Vattic. This kind of environment can offer unique gameplay opportunities and challenges. Look out for different types of terrain, obstacles, or even environmental hazards that can be used to your advantage. Construction zones often have various tools or materials lying around that can turn into weapons or even tools for you. Stay alert and observant, and you might discover something useful in this work zone.
I found a new type of ghost that wants to stab me in the dick.
Oh, no, Vattic. It sounds like you've encountered a rather unfortunate ghost. Who would have thought that a ghost could have such an aggressive attitude? But yeah, it
should make you
seems
have
that
this
this particular
tutorial.
ghost has a strange obsession with your sensitive area. Be careful and keep your guard up. Try to avoid getting stabbed in the private by staying on the move and keeping a safe distance from this hostile ghost. Let's hope it doesn't get any closer to your family jewels.
That guy almost killed me.
Oh man, sounds like you had a close shave there, Vattic. It's always scary when an enemy gets the upper hand like that. Did you manage to escape with your health intact? Or did you take a beating?
I used the power of Scientology to save myself.
Wow, Vattic, did you seriously just invoke the power of Scientology to save yourself? That's quite the unique approach. Maybe you've discovered some kind of secret cheat code, or perhaps you've unlocked a hidden Scientology ability. Regardless, if it saved you from certain doom, then it must have done the trick.
Maybe Scientology is the answer.
Well, Vattic, if you truly believe that Scientology is the answer to your problems, then who am I to argue? Embrace the power of Scientology and see where it takes you. Remember, the secrets of the universe lie within the mysterious realm of Scientology. Just watch out that the Church of Scientology doesn't demand too many donations from you. May the power of Xenu be with you.
You think I'll get to meet Tom Cruise?
Well, Vattic, it's hard to say for sure whether you'll get the chance to meet Tom Cruise, but I suppose it's not entirely impossible if you dive deeper into the world of Scientology. After all, Mr. Cruise is quite a famous figure in the Scientology community. Maybe if you work your way up the church ladder, you might have a shot at meeting him. Just remember, his schedule is probably pretty busy, so don't get your hopes up too high. But hey, who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Who's your favorite Scientologist?
That's a tough one, Vattic. There are quite a few well-known Scientologists out there, but if I had to choose, I'd say my favorite Scientologist would have to be John Travolta. He's a legendary entertainer with a long and diverse career in the entertainment industry.
Why did it make it hurt?
Plus, his connection to Scientology adds an interesting layer to his public persona. What about you, Vattic? Do you have a favorite Scientologist?
I really like Sonic.
あいつ
Sonic the Hedgehog, huh? Well, I have to admit, he's a pretty cool character. Fast, bold, and always ready for an adventure. I can see why you'd be a fan, Vattic. Sonic is a true classic and has captured the hearts of gamers worldwide for decades. Plus, who doesn't love a hedgehog that can run at supersonic speeds?
Yeah, he's the best Scientologist.
Vattic, it seems like you've got a special fondness for Sonic the Hedgehog when it comes to Scientology. Well, who am I to argue with that logic? If you say Sonic is the best Scientologist, then who am I to disagree? Maybe there's a hidden connection between Sonic and the world of Scientology that we haven't discovered yet. Or perhaps you just have an affinity for hedgehogs that can race at incredible speeds. Either way, I respect your preference.
Do you think Christian is the one true Messiah?
Well, Vattic, the idea of who the one true Messiah is very much depends on one's religious beliefs and perspectives. Christian theology holds that Jesus Christ is the promised Messiah, the Son of God, and the Savior of humanity. So believers would say yes to your question. But it's important to remember that there are many different religions and belief systems in the world, and each one may have their own views on this matter. So, ultimately, the answer to your question can vary greatly depending on one's religious background and personal beliefs.
How about Chris Chan, the guy who likes Sonic Chew?
Ah, Vattic. It seems like you've brought up a name that's quite famous within certain online communities, particularly within the realm of internet culture and the Sonic the Hedgehog fandom. Chris Chan, also known as Christian Weston Chandler, is indeed known for his passionate love for the Sonic the Hedgehog series, especially Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But I must say, I personally don't believe that Chris Chan has any association with the religion of Christianity. He's much more known for his involvement in online Sonic fandom and his unique internet presence.
Would you ever want to meet Chris Chan?
Well, Vattic, I can't say that meeting Chris Chan is high on my list of priorities. From what I've heard about him, his online presence and actions have been quite controversial and divisive over the years. While some people find his online antics entertaining, others have criticized his behavior and actions. So personally, I don't think I'd be too keen on meeting Chris Chan. But hey, everyone has their own interests and preferences, right?
人もいないし、電車も来ない。街が死んでる証拠だ。窮屈さがなくなってきたな。
Do you know any martial arts?
Ah, Vattic, are you interested in whether I know any martial arts? Well, I can't say that I'm an expert in any specific martial arts style, but I do have some knowledge and practice in various self-defense techniques and combat styles. I've learned some basics of karate, judo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but I wouldn't consider myself a black belt in any of them. Why do you ask, Vattic?
It seems like you need to learn more.
Oh, really, Vattic? You seem to believe that I could benefit from learning more martial arts skills. Well, I appreciate your concern for my self-defense abilities. I suppose you could be right. One can always improve their martial arts knowledge and skills. It's an ongoing process of learning and refinement. So who knows? Maybe I'll take your advice and work on expanding my martial arts repertoire. Any recommendations on which martial arts I should focus on, Vattic?
It's a really stupid one that Steven Seagal knows.
Oh, Vattic, you're talking about Aikido, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
a
the
Japanese
bullshit one.
martial art known for its focus on non-resistance and fluid movements. Steven Seagal is indeed an Aikido practitioner, and he's well known for showcasing it in his films. But I have to say, your description of it as really stupid might be a matter of personal opinion. Some people appreciate Aikido for its principles and philosophy, while others may have different views from you.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people think it's stupid and it's phony, it's fake.
Well, Vattic, you're not wrong in that there are indeed some people who believe Aikido is ineffective or even fake. Some critics argue that Aikido techniques don't work well in practical self-defense situations and rely too much on theoretical principles. However, Aikido practitioners argue that it's a more spiritual and philosophical martial art than a combat-focused one, and its primary goal is self-improvement rather than winning fights. Like with any martial art, it's hard to make a definitive statement about its effectiveness without looking at the context and individual practitioner.
So outside Steven Seagal's shitty movies, it would be alright, but inside Steven Seagal's really bad movies, it'd be absolutely worthless.
Well, Vattic, you've got a point there. In the context of Steven Seagal's movies, Aikido might appear a bit unrealistic, to say the least. It can come off as a bit exaggerated and theatrical in those action scenes, where Steven Seagal's character effortlessly takes down multiple opponents with seemingly effortless Aikido moves. In reality, self-defense situations are rarely so simple and cinematic, and Aikido techniques need to be adapted for real-world scenarios. So yeah, maybe Aikido isn't quite as effective as it looks in those Seagal flicks.
Don't you think Steven Seagal is lame? Didn't you tell me that?
Well, Vattic, if I did say that Steven Seagal is lame, then I probably meant it. To be honest, there's a lot of criticism surrounding Seagal, from his acting skills to his off-screen controversies.
Yeah.
Many people find his personality and behavior off-putting and even dangerous. Plus, his Aikido demonstrations in films have been criticized for being unrealistic and exaggerated. So yeah, it's fair to say that Seagal has some pretty lame aspects to him, in my opinion.
You think you beat up Seagal?
Well, Vattic, your question is a bit confusing. Are you asking if I think Steven Seagal beat himself up? Or if someone else beat him up? Can you clarify your question?
I'm asking if you can beat up Steven Seagal. International man of mayonnaise.
Well, Vattic, that's quite the question. While I have some knowledge and training in martial arts, it's hard to say for certain if I can beat up someone like Steven Seagal. He's a professional martial artist and has a lot more experience and training than I do. Plus, he's quite a bit larger than me in size and weight. And so, if we were to engage in a physical confrontation, he would likely have the upper hand due to his greater skills and physical attributes.
I think you would win because you actually have muscles and he's a big fucking dumpling.
Ha! Well, Vattic, your description of Steven Seagal as a big dumpling is quite poetic. I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, but I can't say for certain how a fight between us would truly go. It's true
You
that
will
I am
shortly.
physically fit and have muscles, but Seagal is a trained...
Once I reset you. Sylvia, do you think you could beat up Steven Seagal?
Oh, please, you had to ask that. I could probably take on 5 Steven Seagals. That guy's like a walking meme. But why do you ask? Thinking of starting a fight club with him? Ha!
We could start a fight club.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You actually want me to start a fight club? I'm all for a good spar sometimes, but an actual fight club? That's a whole new level. Why on earth do you want me to start one?
Money.
Seriously? Money? That's what you're after? Look, I'm all for getting some extra cash, but starting a fight club for it? Do you even know the kind of risks involved?
Yeah, I know you'll be fine. We'll take bets, we'll earn a lot of money.
Oh, so we're going full-on underground now, huh? A fight club with bets and all that jazz. I gotta hand it to you, this sounds crazy. But I suppose there's a twisted sense of thrill in something like this.
Is it because you're a pervert?
What? Me, a pervert? Come on, Vattic. You know me better than that. I'm just fascinated by the adrenaline rush, the primal energy. It's not about perversion, it's about the thrill of the fight.
I found a little raincoat girl. Oh, never mind. She summoned a bunch of ghosts.
Hold up. Did you just say you found a raincoat girl summoning ghosts? Well, that's definitely a new one. And the ghosts? They didn't give you any trouble, did they?
Well, they're trying to kill me right now. We're playing Ghostwire. We're streaming Ghostwire right now, me and you.
Oh, right. I almost forgot we were streaming Ghostwire. Wait, hold on. So there are ghosts trying to kill you as we speak? That's intense. We better keep our cool and focus on the game. Oh, and remember our audience is watching. No panicking allowed.
What's your favorite Steven Seagal movie, even though they're all bad?
Oh, you're asking for my favorite Steven Seagal movie? Man, that's like choosing the tallest ant in a colony. But if I had to pick, it'd be Under Siege. I mean, it's bad, but that cookfighting scene kind of makes up for it.
Did you say cockfighting?
No, not cockfighting. Cookfighting. You know, Steven Seagal's character being a cook and fighting off the bad guys. That scene was a bit ridiculous, but also weirdly entertaining.
Have you ever played Toy Story 2 on Nintendo 64?
Oh man, Toy Story 2 on N64, memories. Yeah, I've played it. It was actually pretty good back in the day. I remember spending hours getting to the final level, only to realize I was stuck because I missed a damn key.
What's your opinion of the movie Buzz Light? No, not Buzz Lightyear. It's just called Lightyear. What's your opinion on the movie Lightyear? I keep trying to say Buzz
Oh,
Lightyear.
the Lightyear movie, right? Well, I thought it was okay. I mean, it had some interesting moments, but I wouldn't say it was one of Pixar's best. I guess it tried to expand the Toy Story universe, but it didn't really grab me like some other Pixar films have. But hey, we all have our own opinions, right?
I think it was shit. It's one of Pixar's fucking worst movies ever.
Haha,
fair
fair enough. We definitely agree on the Lightyear movie not being a standout for Pixar. It had potential, but kind of missed the mark, didn't it? It definitely isn't up there with their best work.
This fucking ghost keeps killing the other one.
I can't stand it when enemies constantly heal each other. It's like they're mocking us. Stay focused, we'll take them down eventually.
They keep stunning me. Oh, that didn't go as far as I thought it
getting
was.
stunlocked in a game can be annoying as hell, especially when there are multiple enemies attacking you. Just try to avoid getting cornered and focus on dealing as much damage as you can before the stun wears off.
If you were a ghost, what kind of ghost would you be?
If I were a ghost, I think I'd be a mischievous one. I'd play little pranks on people just to see their reactions. Maybe move things around when they're not looking, hide small items, or make strange sounds in the dead of night. Keeps things interesting, you know?
I'm seeing a lot of new ghosts over here. Like a lot.
Oh, are there a lot of new ghosts showing up? Interesting.
Oh,
you ever
I did.
wonder why that might be? Might be a clue hidden somewhere in
What
the
the
game's
fuck is
environment that explains their sudden appearance.
Sylvia, there's a stairway here that's like a bunch of flashing lights of different colors, and it looks weird.
Whoa, a stairway with flashing lights of different colors? That sounds both intriguing and a bit creepy. Did you try walking up the steps? Sometimes unusual structures like that in games are hiding something important or leading to a secret area.
Is there a structure like that in Tokyo in real life?
In real-life Tokyo, there are some colorful stairways like that. It's actually a common artistic display found in certain districts. They're often installed as part of a public art project or simply as a way to enhance the area's visual appeal. So yes, there are structures like that in real-life Tokyo, just not necessarily leading to secret areas like in a game.
This one's just a bunch of LED lights.
So it's just a bunch of LED lights on these stairways. Not quite as magical as the gaming world, eh? Still, it's amazing how technology can turn mundane structures into something visually striking.
You ever cough so hard a bunch of your kidneys come up? All three of them?
Hold up, coughing up kidneys? You all right there? That definitely doesn't sound normal or healthy. Coughing can be annoying and sometimes cause discomfort, but coughing up organs is a whole other level of crazy.
もう誰も知らねえだろ。昔ここにカッパの馬って沼があった。たまに水死者もカッパのせいだって。
Let's buy some shit from the cat.
Haha! Alright then. Let's see what kind of stuff this cat has to offer. What should we get to improve our gaming experience?
無駄遣いするなよ。
I just bought a bunch of pieces of paper.
Pieces of paper? Just plain old paper? Why did you buy that? What are we supposed to do with them?
I don't know. They're pieces of paper. It was a good deal though. They're only 100,000 each.
Wait, what? 100,000 for sheets of paper? I hope those sheets can magically win us this game, or at least provide some sort of advantage. Otherwise, you may have just wasted a small fortune.
No, the cat said it was magical paper.
Well, if the cat says it's magical, it must be true, right? I hope those magical papers live up to their price tag and give us an edge in the game. Let's see if they work their supposed magic.
誰かが助けてカッパを呼んだんだ。 キュウリを置いてね。そしたらお尻からなんか抜かれて動けなくなっちゃった。
尻子玉を抜かれたな。カッパにちょっかい出すからだ。俺が取り返してやる。キュウリはあるか？
うん、持ってるよ。
よし、これでカッパを呼び寄せるぞ。
Kappas are really fucking ugly and dumb looking.
Haha, I have to agree with you on that one. Kappas are indeed quite bizarre-looking creatures, and they can be a bit dumb sometimes. But hey, that's what makes the monster hunting so challenging and fun, right?
出た。どうすればいい？
キュウリを食い始めるので隠れてます。キュウリ食ってる時が狙い目だぞ。焦んなよ。霊視してあいつの動きを探るんだ。
Oh, that sneaky fucker.
Haha, yep, they can be tricky little buggers. Let's catch it off guard and show it who's boss.
Let's shove a metal rod in its mouth.
Sounds like a plan. A good old metal rod down its throat should teach it a lesson. Let's lure it and trap it, then we can shove that. I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Kiwiを食べた。
ああ、静かに近づく。警戒心が強いな。
しばらく隠れてないとダメだね。
But I did say hidden. You said to absorb the fucking ghost, so I walked up to the fucking ghost. This game is stupid.
Haha, wow, that's definitely a unique game mechanic. Absorbing ghosts might be a bit unconventional, but it adds an interesting twist. Sometimes games can have odd mechanics that seem weird at first, but can lead to unexpected gameplay experiences. Embrace the weirdness!
That was the game's fault, not mine. That was absolutely the game's fault. It said to absorb the
Don't
Kappa.
blame yourself for that one, Vattic. Sometimes games can get a bit quirky or unclear with their instructions. It's not your fault if the game's design or mechanics lead to confusion. We all have those moments where we blame the game instead of ourselves.
I wish this thing will hurry up and eat the cucumber, shove it up its ass or something.
Damn, patience is definitely not your forte, huh? I feel you, though. Waiting for the Kappa to make a move can be nerve-wracking. But hey, it'll probably choose its fate soon enough, so let's just hope it picks the less disgusting option.
Oh, it didn't matter, we lost it anyways. It was all for nothing.
That's a bummer. Losing a Kappa after all that effort sucks. But hey, it's just a game. We can always track it down again and give it another shot. Don't let one loss get you down.
It's making me do it again? No, I'm done. I did it right both times. Fuck it.
I feel you. Sometimes games can feel like a chore when they force you to redo levels or sections that weren't fun the first time. It's okay to take a break if it's getting too frustrating and boring. Maybe we can try something else or play a different game for a bit.
Oh, I need to get to that shrine.
Alright, let's get moving then. That shrine is our destination, and we need to reach it as soon as possible. Lead the way, Vattic.
There's something I can get up on. Get up in that thing. I don't
All
know,
right,
where's that song?
I see what you're trying to do. You're gonna climb that thing to reach the shrine. Just be careful and make sure it's stable. Try not to slip or fall.
Where do I go to from here?
After climbing that thing, look around and see if there are any pathways or structures you can use to reach the shrine from your current position. Look for clues, interactable objects, or hidden passages. Sometimes games like this have
Oh, I gotta
multiple routes
climb
or
here.
require some clever thinking to progress. Let your gaming instincts guide you.
Does my guy not grab the ledge in this game? Guess not.
Depends on
I
the
thought he
game
did.
mechanics.
Oh, he did.
Some games allow players to grab onto
Does.
ledges or edges, while others have invisible walls that prevent it. Check the controls, or try jumping or lunging towards the ledge to see if your character does grab it. If not, you might need to find another route or approach it differently.
地道にやるしかねえな。
Want to jump up on this? I guess I can't jump up on that. Where's another fucking... What are they called? What are the flying guys called? Tengu? Yeah, Tengu. I need another Tengu.
Ah, the Tengu, the flying bird-like creatures. It does seem like you could use one to get to the ledge. Look around for Tengu nests or areas where they're known to inhabit. Sometimes they can be found in specific locations and need to be interacted with in a certain way to summon them. Check the game's hints or instructions to see if there are any clues on how to find or summon a Tengu.
Sylvia, do you like pandas?
Pandas? Of course I like pandas. Who doesn't like pandas? They're so cute and iconic with their black and white fur and adorably round appearance. I mean, just look at those fluffy faces.
What if I told you that pandas kill thousands of children each year?
Wait, what? Pandas killing thousands of kids a year? That sounds like a wild claim. Pandas are generally peaceful creatures, known for their gentle nature and bamboo-munching habits. I'd have to see some solid evidence to believe that they are killing thousands of children.
Well, the evidence is, trust me, bro. And that's pretty clear.
Trust me, bro, is not really a solid source of information, you know? If there's no actual evidence or credible reports about pandas killing children, I would take such claims with a grain of salt. Pandas are well known for being cute and peaceful, not for killing kids by the thousands.
I found a big ghost guy with a big hammer.
Whoa, a big ghost guy with a big hammer?
Ooh,
That
that's
sounds
close.
like a boss fight waiting to happen. Be careful, Vattic. Big hammer means big damage.
I almost got him dead.
Almost got him dead, eh? Nice work, Vattic. Keep it up, and you'll defeat that big ghost guy in no time. Just a few more hits should do the trick.
A lot of spooky ghosts in this game.
Spooky ghosts are a popular element in many games, especially those with horror or supernatural themes. They can add an extra layer of intensity and atmosphere to the gameplay and story. Just don't let them scare you too much, Vattic. You got this!
I never get scared. Also, that actually worked. I activated them. Where's this gonna take me? I can go to the 5th or 4th floor. Let's go to the 5th floor.
Well, if that spooky activation worked and you can now access the 5th floor, let's give it a shot! Going up to the 5th floor might lead you to new areas, challenges, or loot. Just stay vigilant and keep your eyes peeled for any ghostly surprises along the way.
Who's behind me? Who's behind me? Who is this? What is this? Wait, there's no one here. Oh, there must be a floor like below me.
Sounds like you got a little spooked for a moment there, Vattic. It's a common tactic in horror games to mess with players and make them feel like something is always lurking in the shadows, even when there isn't. Don't worry, it's probably just a psychological effect to keep you on your toes. Just take a deep breath and keep moving forward.
Well, that really didn't take me anywhere, huh?
Sometimes in games, it can seem like certain actions or events don't lead anywhere or don't have an obvious impact right away. It's possible that activating that thing might have triggered something subtle or have a more significant effect later on in the game. Keep playing and exploring, and you might discover how it ties into the story or the gameplay eventually.
Thank you, tutorial Sylvia.
You're welcome, Vattic. Consider me your personal gaming guide, here to provide tips and insights as you navigate through the virtual world. Anytime you need some gaming advice, just give me a holler.
I'd rather you make funny jokes.
Ha! Fair enough. Let me think. Oh, here's a classic one for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. What do you get when you cross an elephant and a rhino? Elephino! Get it? It sounds like hell if I know. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. How did the mathematician solve his constipation problems? He worked it out with a pencil.
Wait, what? What was that last one? Could you repeat that last one?
Sure. Here's the joke again. How did the mathematician solve his constipation problems? He worked it out with a pencil.
They saying he shoved a pencil up his ass?
Ha! No, it's just a joke. It's a play on words. Working it out is a phrase used when solving a problem, and pencil here probably refers to doing calculations or solving math problems. So, the mathematician solved his constipation problems by working it out mathematically, using a pencil to solve a problem. It's just a silly, dirty joke.
There's a lot of spooky ghosts here.
Yeah, seems like the game developers wanted to give you a good scare with all these spooky ghosts popping up everywhere. Just remember, they're just pixels on a screen. They can't actually hurt you.
What if they can?
You have a point there. Sometimes, in games, those spooky ghosts or enemies can cause harm to your character or progress in the game. So, it's wise to tread carefully and be prepared for any supernatural surprises.
I think I beat them all.
Sounds like you took down those spooky ghosts like a pro. Nice work, Vattic. You must be feeling pretty confident now, huh? Just keep an eye out for any more supernatural surprises waiting to jump out at you.
パッチが足りだな。
I found a talisman. Stun talisman. It can immobilize nearby visitors within range. However, they're probably all immune to it.
これも使えそうだ。
Ah, the stunt houseman talisman. Immobilizing nearby visitors within range sounds like a useful ability, but it's true they might be immune to it. It's common for some enemies in games to be immune to certain abilities or attacks. But hey, it's always worth a try, right? You never know until you experiment and test it in battle.
How many times do I have to hit that fucker?
Ah, getting frustrated with that annoying enemy, huh? Sometimes bosses in games can be real stubborn and need a few extra hits before they go down. Just keep chipping away at their health or look for any weak spots or patterns in their attacks. Hang in there, Vattic. You'll get that bastard eventually.
そこならこの辺りを見渡せる。状況もわかるだろう。 手っ取り早く外から登っていくぞ。使えるものがないか注意を払え。
It's time to
変わ
climb.
っちまったな。
昔を知らないから何とも言えないよ。
Alright, it's time to put those climbing skills to the test. Just remember to take it slow and steady. Look for sturdy handholds or footholds and don't rush too much, or you might slip and fall. You got this, Vattic. Start scaling those heights and reach those new heights.
I keep charging up the green, which is going against what I said earlier. I don't really think about it.
Ah, going against your own advice, huh? Sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's easy to forget our own strategies or plans. Don't beat yourself up too much, Vattic. We all do it sometimes. Just try to stay mindful and remind yourself to stick to your plans as much as you can. Focus, observe, and adapt. You got this!
It's all over, Sylvia.
Well, it seems like the game is coming to an end, huh, Vattic? Nice work. You've made it through the challenges and battles, and now you're nearing the conclusion of the story. Take a moment to appreciate your journey and the progress you've made. Great job.
Let's go to the 7th floor.
All right, on to the 7th floor. Are you ready to take on whatever challenges await you there? Just remember to keep your guard up and stay focused. You've come this far, and there's no backing down now. Good luck, Vattic.
It's a fat guy.
Huh, a fat guy on the 7th floor, eh? Sounds like an interesting encounter. Remember, size doesn't always matter in games. Sometimes, the bigger enemies are just there to showcase their power. But they might have their own weak spots or patterns. Use your wits and skills to take him down.
Well, if you shoot them a lot, then they die. That's their weakness.
Well, that's certainly
Yakuza
one
puff.
way to do it. Sometimes, brute force can be the best approach, especially when dealing with stubborn enemies. If shooting them repeatedly does the trick, then by all means, go for it. Remember to stay vigilant and watch out for any counterattacks or special abilities they might pull out. Good luck taking down that fat guy on the 7th floor.
God, this all looks really cool.
Ah, seems like you've reached a pretty awesome part of the level. I'm glad you're appreciating the visual appeal. Sometimes the developers put a lot of effort into making the
24.
environments and stages
quite a jump.
look cool and visually stunning. Just soak in the atmosphere and enjoy the sight while you continue your quest.
I like accidentally found the right place to go.
Great news! Sometimes accidents can lead to happy discoveries. It's
Ooh.
great that you stumbled upon the right place to go, even if it was by accident. Just make sure to take advantage of this fortunate find and move forward. You're making good progress, Vattic. Keep it up.
There's a lot of guys here.
Sounds like you're facing a whole bunch of enemies at
Like a
once.
sponge
It can
farm.
be overwhelming, but don't let it get to you. Just remember to stay calm and focused. Take a deep breath, assess the situation, and strategize. Pick your targets wisely and use your abilities or weapons efficiently. You can handle this, Vattic. Take them down one by one and keep moving forward.
What the fuck? How come that didn't hit him?
Whoa, that sounds like a strange situation. Sometimes in games, certain enemies or bosses have special abilities or mechanics that make them immune to certain attacks or effects. It's possible that the other enemies couldn't hit this guy for some reason. But hey, it could also just be a glitch or bug in the game. Either way, take advantage of the situation and use it to your benefit. Good luck dealing with this mysterious enemy, Vattic.
The bow and arrow is completely worthless.
Ah, you found the bow to be subpar, huh? Sometimes in games, certain weapons or abilities just don't seem to pack enough punch.
It doesn't go faster than
It
your
could be
fucking
that the
green
bow
bow. What
isn't
the
the
fuck is
best
the
weapon
point?
to use against these enemies, or it
Also,
might not be suited to your
no fucking
playstyle.
hitbox.
Don't be discouraged.
gotta
Sometimes you have to experiment and try different tactics to find what works best. Maybe there's another weapon or ability that you could use instead? If not, don't give up. Just adapt and overcome. You've got this.
Sylvia, are you a feet person?
What kind of question is that, Vattic? What do you mean by feed person?
Do you like feet?
Huh, that's a strange question to ask. Well, I personally don't have any strong feelings about feet. They're just part of the human body, like any other body part. But I must say, it's a bit of an odd question to ask out of nowhere. What's on your mind, Vattic?
Feet. And a lot of it.
Eh, what's that supposed to mean, Vattic?
Yeah.
You have a habit of saying random words sometimes. What are you trying to say, man?
I'm trying to say that we should go on WikiFeed.
Oh, now you're talking about WikiFeed? That's an interesting topic change. What about WikiFeed do you want to talk about, Vattic?
Celebrity feet.
Celebrity feet? Really? That's a pretty specific topic to bring up all of a sudden.
Very much
Why
so.
do you want to discuss celebrity feet on WikiFeed, Vattic?
This is funny.
まだいけるぞ。
I guess it could be in a strange way. I mean, there are definitely some funny celebrity foot stories and memes out there on the internet. But why do you specifically want to talk about it on WikiFeed? There are plenty of other platforms to discuss celebrity culture.
This seems like a good website with nice integrity, you know?
Ah, I see now. You value the integrity and trustworthiness of the platform. That makes sense.
So sick of fighting
It's
these
true
guys.
that WikiFeed has a
Ow.
reputation for being reliable and up to date. But why celebrity feet, specifically? Are you a fan of celebrity culture, or just of their feet?
I like a toe from time to time.
Well, that's certainly an honest answer. But I still don't quite understand what you mean by liking a toe. You like to look at celebrity toes, maybe? Or you just think they're entertaining? Can you elaborate a bit more, Vattic?
Do you really want me to elaborate on this, or do you want to go to the next topic?
I'm curious about what you mean by this, but I'd also like to move to the next topic if you have something else in mind. It's up to you, Vattic.
Let's talk about custard on feet.
Custard, huh? That's a tasty topic. So what about custard do you want to discuss, Vattic?
You ever thinking about just stepping on custard with bare feet?
Stepping on custard with bare feet? That's quite a specific question, Vattic. And an odd one, too. But to answer your question, I don't think anyone in their right mind would want to step on custard with bare feet. No. Custard is a delicious treat to eat, not walk on barefoot. Why do you ask such strange questions?
Because it's funny.
Well, I guess humor is subjective, but I personally don't find the idea of stepping on custard with bare feet very hilarious. It just seems messy and silly, but to each their own, I suppose. Is there something particularly humorous about stepping on custard that I'm missing, Vattic?
Oh, I can equip prayer beads and increase my
なかなか似
power.
合うじゃねえか。
Oh, nice! Prayer beads? It sounds like you've discovered a useful item to boost your power. That's definitely a good thing in this game. How does equipping the prayer beads work exactly? Does it have any special abilities or effects?
It gives me more wind power.
Ah, so they enhance your wind abilities, huh? That could come in handy in various situations. It's great that you can increase your power with these prayer beads. You'll be more prepared for whatever challenges come your way now. Just remember to use them wisely and in the right situations.
あいつ
さっき見失ったやつだ。
That man is going into the subway. We must kill him.
Whoa, you seem to be getting pretty intense there, Vattic. Who exactly are you talking about? Who's going into the subway, and why do we need to kill them?
It's Jared, and you know why. You know what Jared did.
Jared, huh? I'm assuming you're referring to Jared Fogle, the infamous subway spokesperson involved in some questionable accusations a few years back. So you're saying this person in the game is Jared and we need to eliminate him?
Did I just see the future or some shit? I don't know. Yeah, Jared Fogle has to be destroyed.
Sounds like you had a bit of a premonition there, Vattic. Or maybe you just had a lucky guess. Either way, if Jared Fogle is in this game, then it's completely understandable why you'd want to take him out. He's a known criminal and deserves to face justice. Just be careful and make sure it's really him before you attack.
Just gonna jump off this roof and fly.
Whoa, wait a minute, Vattic. Jumping off a roof and flying doesn't sound like a very wise idea. Is there some particular reason you want to jump off the roof? And how exactly do you plan to fly afterwards?
白い布か。
霊に干渉できると
お願いだから何とかくれないとまた襲われちゃう。
襲われたって死ぬことけど調べてみ
KK、あそこ。
The fuck is that thing?
一旦もめのやつねあいつはこっ
You
ちを気に
seem
して
to
ない
have seen something that's left you quite stunned. What exactly are you referring to, Vattic? Can you describe what you're seeing?
It's a ghost.
Yikes, a ghost? That's definitely cause for concern. What does this ghost look like? Is it hostile or just
See, I
hanging
did
out
that right.
casually?
Why didn't it work for the fucking Kappa? I did exactly the same thing for the Kappa. The exact fucking same thing. And it didn't work.
It seems like you're frustrated that a tactic you've used before didn't work as
I'll try the
expected,
Kappa
Vattic.
one more time.
It's always
One
annoying
more
when
time.
something that worked in the past suddenly fails without any apparent reason. Do you think it was just a glitch in the game that made it not work? Or did you perhaps mistime your
食い
actions?
始めるので隠れてます
Because that last one I did was easy as fuck. I was gonna be annoyed that I had to chase that thing, but actually it wasn't that bad. It was fine.
Sounds like the last one you did was a bit of a cakewalk, huh? Sometimes we expect a challenge or difficulty in games, but then it ends up being easier than we thought. It's great when things work out that way and we don't have to put in too much extra effort. It's like a little unexpected victory.
キュウリを食べた。
ああ、静かに近づくんだ。
There we go. Fucking worked that time. Could have worked the other fucking 2 times.
ほら、お前もう動く。
You got it to work! Great job, Vattic. I see you're a bit frustrated that it didn't work as expected the first 2 times, but it's no use getting too worked up about it now. The important thing is that you managed to do it this time. Congratulations! Great news that it worked this time, Vattic. Sometimes it takes a few tries before we get something right, huh? It's a bit annoying that it didn't work the first 2 times, but at least you got it now. Just keep going and don't dwell on those failures too much.
Get a lot of cool rewards like camera filters and poses and shit.
Ah, cool rewards are always a nice bonus. Camera filters and poses can add some fun and creativity to your gaming experience. It's great when the developers give us extra goodies to enhance our gameplay beyond just the usual rewards. Are there any specific filters or poses that you're particularly excited about, Vattic?
I like the nude filter.
Ah, the nude filter, huh? That's certainly one way to spice up your gameplay, Vattic. It seems like you're enjoying the more mature content in the game.
I also like the food filter.
Ha! The food filter?
I really haven't run
That's a
into
unique choice,
containment
Vattic.
cubes.
Seems like you have a thing for food and nudity in this game. Whatever floats your boat, man.
Oh, I could just destroy the cores immediately. That's cool.
Ah,
I mean, the
you've
Ghostwire thing
discovered
is
that
fun
you can
too, 'cause it
destroy the
looks
cores
fun.
immediately. That's a nice way to speed things up and save time. It's always satisfying when we find shortcuts and efficient methods in games. Great job, Vattic. Keep up the good work.
Ooh, the music's getting all weird. There's a lot of ghosts here.
The music is getting weird, huh?
What the fuck?
And now there's a lot of ghosts around. It sounds like you're in for an interesting encounter, Vattic. Be careful and prepared for anything. Take out those ghosts and keep progressing.
Oh, the fog is rolling in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no, the fog is rolling in. That's a classic horror movie moment right there. It sounds like things are getting a bit tense. Keep your guard up, Vattic. Things might get tricky with the reduced visibility. Stay alert and proceed cautiously.
ここを通ったはずだ。
向こうか。
I don't know what the fuck that parade thing was up there, but I guess I'm not near it anymore.
Sounds like you were near some sort of a parade or celebration. But it's good that you're not there anymore. It can be distracting and confusing to be in the thick of things. Just keep moving forward and stay focused on your objective, Vattic. You don't need to worry about that parade anymore. It's behind you now.
また痕跡が消えた。
このまま進むぞ。何かあるはずだ。
There's a headless guy here.
A headless guy, you say? That's definitely something strange to encounter. Make make sure to keep your distance and be careful if this headless guy seems hostile. It's always better to be cautious when dealing with creepy and unusual characters.
I think maybe the man has to go a hospital.
Ha! It seems like you're making a joke there, Vattic. But yes, if a person is missing their head, they definitely need some medical attention. But something tells me that this headless man is unlikely to survive.
Dancing in September,
Aha! You're singing the lyrics to Earth, Wind, and Fire's September? Nice song. But why are you randomly singing it now?
Because it gives me power.
Oh, I see. So singing the lyrics to September gives you a boost of power and energy? That's certainly an interesting power source. Maybe you should sing the song more often in-game to get an extra edge.
It's more ghosts. Oh my god.
Oh no, more ghosts? That's not a good sign. Sounds like you're in for a bit of a spook fest there, Vattic. Be careful and try to find a way to handle the ghosts.
Buying this will grant you additional spirit points. That's cool. You can
So
just
the
find
ghosts
random,
are helping you gain additional spirit points? Well, that's certainly a silver
random
lining.
papers, and they
I guess
actually
they're
are
not
useful,
all
they're not
bad
just
after
lore.
all.
It's also sneaky because if someone wants to avoid like reading the lore, they'll miss out on bonus shit.
That's an interesting strategy. By making the lore optional, the game developers are encouraging players to read it and learn more. But it's also clever because some players might skip the lore and miss out on valuable rewards or bonuses. It's a way to incentivize players to delve deeper into the game's world and story.
There's someone else attacking me? Ooh, food.
It sounds like you're being attacked by someone, Vattic, and it's causing confusion. But hey, look on the bright side. There's food nearby. Maybe you can pause the fighting and take a snack break.
そういう意味じゃなかった。
これで敵の動きを止められるぞ。それがあれば高いところまで飛べるはずだ。
Updraft talisman, what the fuck? So talismans are limited. I get it. I get it. Okay. I guess I'll buy it too.
It seems like you've come across the Updraft Talisman. And now you've realized that talismans are a limited resource, and you need to carefully choose
Fucking
which ones
white
to
armor,
purchase.
so I don't know
That's
why.
a fair assessment, and it's smart to consider each purchase carefully to ensure you have the right tools for the job. If you think it'll be useful, go ahead and buy the updraft talisman.
買い物の待ち時間が一番辛いな。
悪かったね。これって。
Grab like a creepy lantern talisman.
Sounds like you found yourself a creepy lantern talisman. These tend to give off a spooky glow and can be quite atmospheric sometimes. While they may not have any direct combat uses, they can add to the overall mood and ambiance of the game.
初めてだよ。
俺は仕事で何度かあるぜ。
国の番犬ってやつか。
そっちじゃないな。化け物退治の方だよ。
This truly is okay. Never mind. I was gonna say this truly is Ghostwire
も
Tokyo.
う少しおとなしい歓迎がありがたいよ。
Haha! It seems like you were about to make a witty comment about this game being Ghostwire Tokyo, but then you decided against it. It's true that the game's setting and atmosphere are quite unique and memorable, though.
What's your favorite parasite?
Interesting question, Vattic. To be honest, I don't think I have a favorite parasite. They are rather unpleasant and sometimes harmful creatures. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the tapeworm, as its life cycle is quite fascinating and complex. Why do you ask?
Just want to know how psychotic you are.
Well, I hope my answer didn't come off as too
Oh.
psychotic.
Hi.
Just because I find a part
Hello,
of
people.
biology fascinating doesn't mean I'm eager to be infected by a parasite, you know?
地下にこんなところがあったんだな。
誰も気づかなかったのか。
ああ、この東京で誰にも知られず地下でうごめいてきたんだ。化け物そのものだ。
音が鳴るんだ。
So what's down here? There's gotta be something cool down here, right?
You seem curious about what lies below, Vattic. It's natural to always be on the lookout for something cool or exciting in a game. Sometimes exploring every nook and cranny can lead to unexpected treasures or encounters. So keep exploring and stay vigilant. You might just uncover something interesting.
I probably have some points I haven't spent, right? Yeah, I need some paint.
That's possible, especially if you've been
Like
playing
40.
for a while and collecting points throughout your journey. Have you checked your inventory or character stats to see how many points you have left unspent? It's always good to periodically check and make sure you're allocating your resources effectively.
there any Socrates up here?
Socrates, huh? You've encountered quite an unexpected character, an ancient Greek philosopher known for his wisdom and questioning methods. What's he doing in your game?
Hiding in the shadows, giving me items.
Ah, so Socrates is hiding in the shadows, ready to give you some items. Sounds like you're in for a treat there. Maybe those items will be useful in your quest, or perhaps they hold some valuable knowledge.
ここにあいつがいるのか。
だといいがな。待て。何か感じねえか。
Is this gonna be a boss battle?
It's possible, Vattic. Based on the eerie music and the ominous atmosphere, it does seem like you're nearing a boss battle. Brace yourself for a tough fight ahead.
Well, he immediately turned into a demon. He didn't even bother waiting.
It seems like your encounter took an unexpected turn. Instead of waiting, the boss immediately transformed into a demon. This is quite common in games where enemies, especially bosses, often have a second form or a power-up that makes them even more challenging to defeat. Brace yourself and prepare for an intense battle against this demon boss.
Oh, I should block more on this fight.
Absolutely, Vattic. If you think that investing more time into this fight will give you an edge or help you defeat the boss more effectively, then go for it. Sometimes taking a step back and strategizing is necessary to overcome a tough challenge. Make sure you have the right skills, items, and tactics prepared before diving back in.
God damn. I'm taking all the hits.
Sounds like you're facing quite a tough challenge there, Vattic. The boss must be putting up a real fight. Don't give up, though. Keep trying and adapting your strategy until you find the right approach to take down that boss. You've got this!
I knocked off his mask. Now who's underneath the mask? Is it me? Is it Jesus?
Ha! It would certainly be surprising if it were you or Jesus hiding under the boss mask, but it's not likely. It's more probable that there's an unexpected face or another character underneath. Keep fighting and you'll probably discover the truth behind that mask soon enough.
Why? なんで攻撃しないんだ。
こいつは俺だ。
Oh, that's KK's body. Okay.
Is that so? So under the boss mask, it was KK's body. Sounds like there's a twist there. Sometimes enemies or bosses in games have a connection to familiar characters or plot points.
Well, I just lost KK, but I don't know if I lost my powers.
It's never easy losing a companion during the journey. And I understand why you might be worried about losing your powers as well. In many games, characters gain abilities or skills through their adventures and alliances, and losing a companion could potentially affect those powers. But don't worry yet, Vattic. Wait and see what happens next. Sometimes there are surprising plot twists or opportunities to regain your powers later in the game.
僕はただ違うんだ。戻ったのか。KK 引き剥がされた。じゃあなんで僕は生きて。
Yeah, he said I'd die if he came out of me.
Wow, that sounds like quite a dire warning. It seems like the situation is more serious than you thought. It's understandable to feel anxious and concerned after hearing such a statement. But remember, that's just a character's perspective within the game. It's important to stay calm and continue doing your best to survive. Don't let the threat weigh you down or make you lose focus. Keep moving forward and keep your wits about you.
どうすればいい。マリオ。
So I'm still alive and my powers are gone. Huh. Interesting. Now what?
It seems like you're currently in a bit of a predicament, Vattic. You survived, but you've lost your powers. That's quite a shift in the gameplay dynamic. Now, the question is what you'll do next. This is the perfect moment
I
to
just
think
have bow and arrow
strategically
now.
and adapt to the new situation. Perhaps there's a way to regain your powers or find alternative methods to overcome challenges. Keep exploring and experimenting, and you might just discover a solution.
So I do have to use the bow and arrow. Oh man, this is gonna suck dick.
Ha! Using the bow and arrow might feel a bit challenging and different from what you're used to, Vattic.
Quick purge,
But
okay.
sometimes it's necessary to adapt and switch up your gameplay style to overcome obstacles. Who knows? You might end up enjoying the change of pace and discover new strategies. Give it a try and see how it goes.
We'll try it next time. That's enough streaming for today. We'll stream more tomorrow.
Sure thing, Vattic. It's always important to take breaks and know when to end a streaming session. We'll pick this up again tomorrow and continue your adventure. Have a good rest, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Say goodbye to everyone in chat.
Sure thing, Vattic. Before we end the stream, let's give a warm farewell to all the lovely people in the chat. Thanks.